a good hockey stick. I'm a guy who actually plays the sport in hockey. I mean, in high school. How much is a good hockey stick?
You're looking at upwards of $300
a piece.
A piece. Okay. Now that's. I mean, come on now. That's astronomical for the average player, the average beer. Let's not beat around it here. For the beer leaguer like what I am, to be going out and spending on a hockey stick. There's no way that I'm going to get the full performance out of the $300 hockey stick that the pros are. It's just not happening. Okay. Now, so you look down the line, you say, what kind of hockey stick is right for me? Now they range in price from say $50 all the way up to $300. So you're looking in the mid-range, probably between $80 to $100 for a hockey stick. So it's basically at this stage of the game, Mike, it's to each his own. You go into the store, you pick out whichever one you like, whichever one's within your price range, and you say, okay, fine, I'll go for that one.
You can get if you're a beer leaguer, you're a high school hockey player, $100 for a solid stick.
Sure.
Okay. Now, obviously, you're gonna need to buy more than one, because if you're in the middle of a game and it breaks, you're gonna need a couple on the bench. So you're talking of an investment of at least a minimum of probably 2 to 3.
Right.
So you're talking $300 per season minimally just to get the season going in terms of hockey sticks. You got practice probably a couple times a week.
Right.
All this kind of stuff. So you're talking at least, let's even call them more, $300 to $500 investment in sticks.
Bare minimum $300.
Bare minimum $300 for sticks.
Right.
So then one of them breaks.
Right.
You have two choices. Either A, go out and get another $100 stick, or B,
come to us.
Come to us and pay on average what?
There's only one average. It's $50.
So, okay, and when they get it back from you, compare the strength of what they used to have to what they have now.
We basically compare it like as in the medical community. That's what we do. Now, the only reason why we use that analogy is for the plain and simple reason of I live with a nurse. Mrs. Bottle Knocker Hockey is a nurse. So when I say, oh, well, breaking a stick is like breaking a bone. So when you break a bone, we set it and it heals, and then it's basically stronger than the day that it left. So, I mean, that's the only analogy that we work. Now, what we do is we break your stick, you bring it to us, we reset your stick, we rewrap it with carbon fiber again, and then we send it on its way back to you.
And how long is that process?
The process usually takes about, we like to tell people around 3 to 4 days. However, I mean, we do get backed up quite a lot. So in that case, we just say, look, here's the deal. We'll pick it up from you, and then we'll call you when it's done.
How many people do this in the Pittsburgh area?
We're the only ones.